My name is Jo Barnes. I work for Ascent Flight Training and we're based in Bristol. We've got 410 staff based over 6 sites and we're within the UK. The reason we picked SAP over your competitors is the ease of the system. It's so easy to use, it's user-friendly. From the finance point of view, for the administrators, it just would make our life so much easier, whereas lots of the other companies hadn't developed as far as you had. I mean, they may have caught up now, but at that time, they hadn't. So you were by far the better option, and also price, obviously. The main impact for the user is it saves time. It's a much, much easier system for them to use. They don't have to hold on to all of their receipts. They don't have to fill in an Excel spreadsheet and physically go and get that signed by someone who could be often it was the wrong person that was signing it anyway. And then by the time it got to the head office, we would check, see it was the wrong person, so it would get sent back. Now it's instantaneous. It cannot go to the wrong person. They can download the app onto their phone if they choose to. They can use Expense It, take photos of receipts, and they can just collate their claims as they go along. So it makes their life easier. And it also makes the life of our team in Bristol, the finance team, the processing is so much easier. So with regard to sustainability, we're able to run off reports that we have to submit. So all of those details are there, whereas pre-Concur, that would have been almost impossible. It would have been a case of going through filing cabinets, just literally writing down details. Whereas now it's just a 5-minute report and it's done. So we're able to send that off. We can look at our travel and see, is there a way that we can save on travel? Why we don't want a few people travelling to the same place in 3 different hire cars. We can look at reports and we can see that, well, they all went to whichever site they went to, they could have shared a car, they could have gone together. And so that's another way to help us with our sustainability efforts. Initially, it was taking, I would say, probably 80% of one person's time a month just processing expenses. So we would have deadlines of when expense claims needed to be in. And it might be they had to be in on a Friday, and we would, at 4 o'clock on that Friday, get a package of 30, 40 expenses that had come in from a site. So we would then have to manually check all of those. Now, I would say 10, 15% of one person's time. And so they've got time to do other tasks, which is clearly the cost of using SAP compared to the cost of that person's time. It's a no-brainer. I would absolutely recommend Concur to anyone that's not currently using you. It saves time, it makes the user experience more pleasurable. It's easier for the finance team that are processing claims. You're able to run reports. You're able to set your travel policy within the system so that when anybody puts in a claim, if they're not compliant, it tells them immediately, it will flag it. They don't put in a claim and it go all the way down the line and then have to be sent back to them. It just saves time all round. Once a person has submitted a claim, they can see where their claim is in the system. If they've got any issues and they call the finance team, we can look it up and we can straight away say, is waiting to be approved. If it's gone to a budget holder to approve and they're off sick, for example, it would get rerouted to someone else automatically, or we can reroute it. It's just all round. There is nothing bad that I can say.